We all want to push the limits on our apps, especially graphically, but you need to be careful out there. Not all of your users are going to have the latest and greatest devices. So what might look great to one user might just feel slow to another. But you can keep your graphics looking awesome without sacrificing performance with this one weird trick. Hi, I'm Mach Kobayashi, and I'm a software engineer in Google Research. My team is working to bring 3D objects to the world, and I focus on the iOS portion of that. Let's take a look at what I've been working on. The newest version of the Google Express app for iOS. If you're a Google Express customer, this is the app that you would use to buy, well, just about anything. Now on certain items, like this camera here, you can actually click on the picture and see a full 3D view of the object. Personally, I don't buy any camera until I've had a chance to see it from the bottom. This looks great on my shiny new iPhone 6 Plus, but if we were to run this on an older device like the iPhone 4, yeah, it's a lot choppier. It's especially tough on this device because it's one of the first with a Retina display, which means that it's pushing even more pixels than the desktop browser version. So what can we do about this choppiness? Well, let's start by looking at how we handle images for the Retina display. When Retina displays were first released, Apple added a contentScaleFactor to the UI View class. This contentScaleFactor determined how many physical pixels represented a logical point in a view. By using contentScaleFactors, you could represent a shape the exact same way on two different devices, even though they were made up of drastically different pixels. So on my iPhone 4S, the scale factor is set to 2 by default. For every logical point in my view, we're representing that as a 2 by 2 block of pixels. But we can actually change that. If we take our view and reduce the contentScaleFactor to 1, we now only need to supply 1 pixel for each logical point. That means we only have to calculate 1/4 as many pixels to cover the same area. The device will automatically scale things up for us by using a crude but very fast technique. Let's see this in action. Now, you can see that the viewer is more responsive, but can we go further? Here, I've really exaggerated the effect by setting contentScaleFactor to 0.25, which means that we're only calculating 1/64 the number of pixels as we did originally. In practice, there's no need to set it this low, but it sure is zippy. Unfortunately, as you can see, we're sacrificing visual quality for responsiveness. So is there a way to get the best of both worlds? Is it possible to switch back and forth between different contentScaleFactor values? It turns out that you can. What I like to do is change the value of contentScaleFactor when the user begins interacting with the object, say in a callback like touch as began. Now keep in mind you'll need to reset the frame buffer and update your view when you do this. Fortunately, creating a frame buffer is very fast, and you can still use the original GL context. Now, when the user stops interacting with the object, we can crank this contentScaleFactor back up to its original setting, and you get a high-quality picture. So now we have a viewer that's responsive, but you can still show a high-quality render at the end. We hope you found this trick useful. If you did, give it a try in your own app, and let us know in the comments if you do. We'd love to check it out. I'm Mach Kobayashi for Route 85. Thanks for watching.